We got this. Okay, how do you find your purpose in life? Many of us are just told to go to school, study, and get a job so we can start our own family, but what if there's nothing that interests me? I just don't understand how a lot of people go to college for the sake of going to college, even without a decided major or an end goal other than just completion. I feel the same exact way, actually. The thing is, we've been asked these same questions over and over again when we're in school. It's like a plague, you know, like a virus, and nobody really gives us the time for ourselves to really decide on what we really want to do. To first start off, we can't really blame our parents or teachers for telling us that because, you know, that's just how it worked back then. You're just going to get put into a position where you're just going to be complacent. In reality, this advice that they're telling you is just one of many ways to go about life. And 9 times out of 10, the type of advice that they gave you is realistically just their expectation of you, what they want for you. I mean, think about it. There are still people out there who haven't started families, nor went to college, and they still found their way. So if there's nothing that interests me, even until now, well, let me tell you something. Since high school, or even lower than that, the narrative to know what you want to do by the time you graduate has been drilled so hard into our heads that it messes up those that really don't know yet. And I was 100% one of those guys. The people who are supposed to guide you are essentially rushing you. It's that same expectation where they think it's just a one-size-fits-all, when really it's not. It's really far from the truth. The reality is, you weren't supposed to find anything that fast right out of high school. You haven't even done the exploration part yet. And to make it even more of a reality for everybody out there, it's even more normal to not find anything within your teens or your 20s. And if you do, then obviously it's good, right? What is that theory when the government makes schools teach you to become like a worker or like a slave to your society and all that? Rick, man, that might be true. I don't know. We're in a very new era now. I'm gonna keep advocating for this, but you can literally try whatever you want and you'll have ideas that'll branch off of that. And to the writer, you also said you just don't understand how a lot of people go to college even without a decided major or an end goal other than just completion. Good. You're not supposed to. I'm gonna make a video about this, but college is not what it's supposed to be nowadays. The stats are there. Nobody's going to college as much as back then. And there's a very good reason why. College should only be seen as a tool to get you somewhere. But because of how college worked back then for everybody and how people survived, it's being pushed into the present with the same expectation when it's really not. And that's where a bunch of young people make the mistake because they're just blindly following their guidances are telling them. Anybody who's going to college without a specific purpose is making a very big mistake. Going into the completion thing, you're not supposed to complete in life. Your life's goal is to live long until you die. So what of the bulk when you're living? Going back on how to find your purpose. In my opinion, purpose isn't something that comes to you on a random day. It's like finding a girlfriend or boyfriend. You need to go out there, you need to branch out and see what other options you have that best fit you. And you can do this by surrounding yourself with positive influence. You could read books for knowledge. You could pick up hobbies to see what you enjoy. You could even make new friends. The more things that you pick up, the more possibilities that you're going to see in your head. Especially with nowadays. Fresh out of college, you're still lost. Just live life. Do a bunch of things that you enjoy, explore yourself, and all the opportunities, all the new ideas are going to come to you. And I feel like it's very looked down upon because people are always all about the grind sake. Everybody's always looking at the future and how to be secure and all of that, but they're not taking care of the foundational things in their character. You have a lot of people who regret getting degrees, and you still have a lot of people who regret going straight into the workforce. Everything's different for everybody. You just need to take the step forward and get really what you want. So essentially, the only person that you should be listening to is yourself. And you know what makes this even better for us? Nobody's dying. I'm telling you this right now. 30s is the new 20s. You don't need to rush your life. Watch this video. I talk about it a little bit more about like the whole mindset and all that. All the ideas that I was suggested, architecture, engineering, medical, none of that shit interests me. I found myself watching a bunch of YouTube videos and how entertaining I thought it was. Next thing you know it, at a young age, I caught myself pretending to be a YouTuber. It's embarrassing, but it's true. It only took up until my 11th grade of high school where I was just, screw it, I'm gonna make a YouTube channel. I don't really have much resources to make videos, but I can do vlogs. And that's where it occurred to me. We don't want to escape reality. We want to be happy in it. So I just want to be there to really share like my ideas and how the world works, and maybe it could help somebody out. I'm just still a small guy in the space, but I've got big dreams, man. But yeah, if you enjoyed, subscribe, comment. See ya.